Na-experience mo na ba maging overwhelmed dahil walang katapusan ang to-do list mo? And then grabe yung feeling of pressure na, nako, dapat matapos ko to, dapat magawa ko lahat. Right? But what if you can free up your energy and your time so that you can have more space for what truly matters? And today, we're going to explore how to shift your mindset para ma-let go mo kung ano yung mga kumbaga hindi ganun kaimportante so that you will have more time and energy for what truly matters. So stay tuned. Welcome to Realizations with Clarissa, where productivity meets well-being. I'm Clarissa Dunan, and as a mother, wife, entrepreneur, and leader, I know how overwhelming it can be to build success while also staying healthy, fulfilled, and present for your loved ones. That's why I created this podcast to share my realizations and one core truth that well-being is the foundation of success, happiness, strong relationships, and impact. Here we'll talk about mindset, habits, and simple shifts that bring more energy, calmness, and joy into your life and work. Enjoy the show. Madalas kong marinig sa marami kong kausap na wala akong time. Wala akong time mag-exercise, wala akong time para matulog ng maayos, wala akong time for rest, for breaks, wala akong time magbasa ng libro, wala akong time matuto ng bagong skill, wala akong time kung ano-ano pa. Right? So, ibig sabihin, alam natin kung ano yung gusto natin, pero kumbaga wala tayong time. Yun yung reason natin, yun yung obstacle. And I've been there na wala talaga akong time para sa maraming bagay like self-care, personal development, and eventually pinatagal ko yun ng maraming taon after ko manganak. Na sobrang parang grabe, ang dami kong kailangan gawin. Ang pahinga ko nagtutupi ng labada, right? Pinatagal ko ng pinatagal yon, excuse ko, walang time, walang time for self-care, walang time magpahinga. Eventually, it led to burnout. At wala rin akong time for important areas of my business, of my work. Naapektuhan din yung progress ko sa trabaho ko. So, how about you? Na-experience mo na ba yung ganon? Nasabi mo na din ba, wala akong time para sa gusto ko talaga, right? So, this is a common challenge. Kaya, ito nga yung napili ko na topic today. But then, what I realized is, yung walang time, hindi yan yung cause ng challenge natin. But instead, yung walang time, that's an effect. That's an effect of the mistaken belief that we have to do everything, that you must say yes to every task regardless of its importance. And kapag tayo pinatuloy-tuloy-tuloy natin yung ganyang mistake, ano mangyayari sa atin? Overcommitted, punong-puno ang schedule, overwhelmed, always busy, pero hindi nagkakaroon ng meaningful progress sa mga bagay na importante sa atin, sa trabaho, sa personal life natin, sa health natin, right? So, anong nangyayari? Dahil lahat inoohan natin, punong-puno yung to-do list natin, walang katapusan. Okay, na-overwhelm tayo by the sheer volume of work. And dahil doon, yun nga, anong nangyayari dahil walang katapusan ang trabaho, overwhelming, yan, nagkakaroon ng frustration. Bakit walang katapusan? Kailan to ba matatapos? Kailan ako gagraduate dito? Nagkakaroon ng feeling of frustration and then burnout. Yun nga, yung chronic stress, yung frustration, yung burnout, syempre, it's not good for our physical health, it's not good for our mental health, and even our relationships with the people we work with and with our loved ones. Diba? And nakita ko na yan ng ilang beses sa sarili kong buhay and also with many people I've met na grabe yan because I'm an entrepreneur at marami din akong kakilala na nasa business. Yan, very busy lagi. Yan, nagiging badge of honor pa. Madalas, yan, busy yan. Puyat galore. O saka na lang magpahinga kapag mayaman na. Yan, sunod-sunod yung mga tasks, back-to-back ang mga meetings, every day, doing everything, saying yes to everything. Oh, bawal humindi. Oh, umuo ka lagi. So anong nangyayari? Because of this pressure to do everything and say yes to everything, wala nang time and energy for the high impact tasks. Wala nang time for self-care, for personal development. And eventually yun nga, anong nangyayari, exhausted, unfulfilled, nawawalan din ng motivation at nawawalan din ng confidence to keep growing yung business mo, yung kung ano man yan na gusto mong ma-accomplish dahil na burnout na nga. And ang cause ng mistaken belief na to is what? Being busy equals being productive. Being busy equals you're being effective, you are successful. And that's not true, right? Because the reality is busyness without intentional focus na kung ano-ano lang. Diba? Kung anong ibato sa'yo, yun na, sige, yun na ang ifo-focus mo. Busyness without intentional focus leads to scattered effort. And dahil kalat, ano nangyayari? Diminished din yung results mo. And without intention, anong nangyayari? You go further and further away from your deepest purpose. Na-feel ko na to dati, no? Sabi ko, grabe, parang wala namang meaning. Nagkakaroon ako ng achievement, etc. Pero walang meaning. And then, pwede mong ma-feel yung resentment kasi nga dahil hindi na fulfilling yung direksyon na pinupuntahan mo dahil kung ano-ano yung mga ginagawa mo, may resentment na din. Like, oh, di ba? Parang feeling mo, yun yung binabato sa'yo ng mundo, yun yung kumbaga, inuobliga ka ng mundo o ng ibang tao when in fact, you're the one who keeps saying yes. Ngayon, papalitan na natin yan. Yang mistaken belief na yan because intentionality is the key to success sa personal life mo man yan o sa business mo o sa trabaho mo. And even, of course, your health, your mental health. When you let go of low-impact tasks and distractions, you create space para sa sa mga importante talaga sa iyo. So yung space na yan, that's your time, that's your energy para sa mga bagay na talagang yun yung magbibigay sa iyo ng ng progress, fulfillment, right? Inspiration. So kumbaga tayo imbes na, oh, I have to do everything. Oh, I have to say yes to everything. Palitan na natin 'yan. O, imbis anong gagawin natin? Let go. Let go so we can let in. Let go of things that are not that important so we can let in. Let in what? Let in more time and energy for what truly matters. Right? So, very important na alam natin kung anong importante sa atin. If you need guidance para mas maging clear sa'yo kung ano talagang importante sa'yo, punta ka doon sa Coaching on Air episode ko with Jeremy. Meron doong activity na pwede mo ding gawin. Sabayan mo yung activity na ginawa ko with Jeremy para maging klarado sa iyo. Ano ba talaga ang importante sa iyo? And then, alamin mo ano yung mga activities, tasks na aligned dyan sa importante sa iyo. Right? And then, yan yung ilagay mo sa schedule mo. Ang tawag dyan, time blocking. Hindi yan yung ilalagay mo sa to-do list mo, tapos yung to-do list mo, 3 months na, nandyan pa din, inaamag na, di mo pa nagawa. Dapat, nilalagay mo talaga yan sa actual schedule, sa calendar mo. Kaya nga, time blocking. Na kumbaga, you are really making an appointment with yourself na gagawin mo yung mga importante sa iyo for your health, your important relationships, and your business, your work. Pero ang problema is, sige, alam ko na kung ano yung importante sa akin, alam ko na kung ano yung mga kumbaga high impact task. Ang problema is dahil punong-punong-punong-puno ang schedule sa kung ano-anong mga bagay. Walang time. Yun na nga, wala akong time, right? So, ang focus natin today sa episode na to is how do we eliminate these low-impact tasks and distractions para magkaroon ka ng space sa iyong schedule for what truly matters. And what I'm going to teach you and really share with you kasi sobrang tagal ko na itong ginagamit, itong strategy na to, nakatulong talaga sa akin to create space. And that is what? 4D. Ano yung 4D? Delete, delegate, do less, and delay. Ano ba yung mga ide-delete mo? Eliminate tasks and commitments na hindi nag-a-align sa goals mo and what you envision yourself in the future. Who do you want to be? Kung hindi nag-a-align dyan, napilitan ka lang o kung ano lang, di mo naman talaga pinag-reflectan yung goal na yan or task, diba? So you can delete that and only you can find that out. Kung nahihirapan ka na mag-decide, listen to your feelings. When you envision yourself doing that task or going after that goal, how do you feel about it? Is it really aligned with who you are? So kung ako, kung hindi yan, ay parang napipilitan lang ako, parang gusto ko lang naman magmukhang magaling o magmukhang, di ba? O hindi naman talaga importante sa akin. So I let go of that. Remove activities that add little value or no value to your business and your life. Okay? And also ito, sobrang importante ito, delete invisible time-consuming tasks. Kasi madalas ang akala natin ang mga i-delete lang ay yung mga tasks like for example, yung mga habits o kung anong mga meeting o kung anong mga goals na kumbaga alam natin, nakikita natin. Pero maraming invisible tasks like overthinking, perfectionism, self-criticism, na actually yan yung mga time-consuming talaga. Na-experience mo na ba yun? Ilang minutes na, inabot ka na ng 1 oras, minsan 2 oras, naka-fetal position ka pa rin sa kama, di ba? Overthinking or being hard on yourself or pinaniniwalaan mo yung boses sa ulo mo. Lalo pang time-consuming yon dahil pag ikaw naniwala sa boses na yon, wala ka tuloy lalong energy and confidence and inspiration na umariba para sa mga importanteng aspect ng buhay mo o ng trabaho mo. Okay, so delete those as well. So yan, overthinking. Ano yung mga, actually nandyan sa whiteboard ko, delete, do less, delegate, delay. Oh. Para may constant reminder ako pag yan na feeling ko, ay parang ang dami-dami ko na namang to-do list. Parang nangangarag na naman ako. So pagtingin ko, okay. Oh, right? So, gawa ka din ng lista mo. Ano yung mga 4D mo? So, ano yung mga examples ng mga nasa delete ko? Number one, yung overthinking. Ano pa? Puyat. Oh, kasi ako sobrang sipag ko and I'm very passionate as well with what I do. Ayan, dati, ayan, puyat. Saka na lang magpahinga kapag achieve na ang goal. Pero the truth is, sa kakapuyat mo, kinabukasan, wala kang energy, moody ka, grumpy ka, o dahil walang pahinga yung utak mo, hindi ka rin makafocus. So, hindi ka din productive the following day or baka ilang araw ka kakapuyat o nagkasakit ka na dahil nagkasakit ka o lalo kang walang productivity for several days. So, dinilit ko na yan. Okay? And ano pa, working 7 days a week. Grabe hanggang Sunday. So, nakita ko, nako, nakaka-burnout yun for me. So, commitment ko sa sarili ko, ang Sunday ko, pahinga. So, syempre, it's up to you kung ano yung araw ng pahinga mo. Depende sa work shift mo, right? But always have a day that just for yourself, your self-care, your family, and for me, I go to church on Sundays as well. Okay, ano pa yung dinilit ko? Yan, dati kasi grabe iniisip ko lagi, gusto kong magka-PhD, di ba? Kasi pag Dr. Clarissa Dunan, bigatin, di ba? Pero nung mag-reflect ako, parang hindi naman yun ganun ka-importante sa akin. So, dinilit ko na yun, nandyan, no? Alright? Delete masters, delete PhD. Kasi may iba pang bagay na for me, mas importante at mas may impact sa pag-serve ko sa mga tao. That includes you. Okay? Tulad nito, yung pag-podcast ko, yung full blast coaching ko, yan, that increases my ability to help others right now. And that also increases my confidence. So, kumbaga, marami akong mga dinilit. So, mas marami akong oras for the things that make more impact. So, number 2 is delegate. Delegate mo sa ka-team mo, delegate mo sa kapamilya mo, delegate mo to someone you hire. So for example, ako meron akong VA. Shout out pala kay Lindsay at kay Jeka, grabe. O magto 2 years na pala tayo na nagtutulungan. Sobrang thank you sa contribution nyo. If not because of you, di ko to magagawa itong mga content na to. Right? Without your help. So, thank you so much. Ayan, na-touch naman ako. But anyway, balik tayo sa usapan. Delegate yung mga bagay na take up most of your time. And i-delegate mo din yung mga bagay na for you hindi enjoyable. Okay? Alam mo na yan kung ano yung, ay, ako, hindi ko talaga to enjoy. Right? Ano pa? delegate tasks that other people can do more efficiently kasi yon number one, skill nila yon number two, yun talaga yung gusto nilang gawin. Di ba may mga tao talagang, ito, gustong-gusto ko talagang gawin ang social media. Gusto ko talagang gawin ang mga technical stuff. For me, hindi ganun. Hindi ko na-enjoy yun. And delegate tasks that don't align with your goals and with your strengths. So yun nga, ako, in my case, I have my virtual assistants, yan. So silang dalawa yan. Sila yung nag-aasikaso ng mga pag-edit ng mga social media posts, pag-edit ng podcast, pag-edit ng website. So ikaw, ano yung pwede mong i-delegate? Kung hindi mo pa afford magbayad, then you can delegate with other people like your teammates. Baka kasi ang belief mo ay to to do it right, I have to do it myself. O talagang lalo ka mangangarag, kailangan matuto ka to delegate. And I will record an episode on delegation as well para mas madali sa'yo mag-let go and trust other people. Because for me, I believe everybody wants to do their best. Okay, so yan, pag dinelegate mo yan, trust that they will also do their best. And syempre, magkaroon lang ng maayos na communication on the expectations, ano yung kailangan mong makita sa output nila, etc. So anyway, ano pa? Kanino pa ako nag-delegate? Accountant. O, di ba? Dito sa UK, mahal ang accountant. Pero kung ako ang gagawa niyan, katakot-takot na oras, plus hindi ko pa yan enjoy, plus mali-mali pa kasi hindi ko kabisado, lalo na rules dito sa UK. So, ang dami kong nasisave na time and energy because of my accountant. Ano pa? Ayan. So, dito walang katulong, walang yaya, pero yun talaga nagse-set aside ako ng budget para meron akong cleaner. So, once a week may pumupunta ditong cleaners para kumbaga nakaka-save ako ng time and energy. Oh. So, mas nakaka-focus ako dun sa mga bagay na enjoy ko at makakatulong para sa aking personal and professional growth. Ano pa? Yan, gardener. So, kung ikaw di mo pa to afford yun nga, may options. Yan, kapamilya mo. So, in my case, ako, asawa ko, tsaka anak ko, ang anak ko 10 years old pa lang, may delegation sila. So, I don't expect myself to do everything. And ikaw din. Di ba? Hindi ikaw yung kailangang gumawa ng lahat. Kung ikaw yung gumagawa ng lahat, then it's an issue that you have to resolve within yourself. Ano yung issue mo na pumipigil sa'yo to delegate? Maybe there's a belief na, anak ko, kapag ako nag-speak up, kapag ako nag-request sa ibang tao, kapag ako um, I listen to my needs, that's selfish. Maarte ako. Ay, di ba? Hindi pwedeng ganun kasi hindi yan sustainable. And if you keep leaving yourself behind, mapaburnout ka talaga. And magre-resent ka kasi you are not really listening to what you need. So, delegate. Ang dami-dami mo mga pwedeng i-delegate, ilista mo yan. So, okay, delete, delegate. Next is what? Do less. Ibig sabihin, you can simplify or reduce the frequency of certain tasks. Oh, so, ako part ng doing less ko ay ino-automate ko ang mga bagay-bagay. Nag-automate ako ng mga certain financial transactions para hindi lahat ng financial transactions mano-mano. Nag-automate ako ng kung ano-ano pa, and also my VAs, gumagamit kami ng automation tools like sa pag-schedule sa social media. I also use ChatGPT para hindi ako lagi brain cells ko lagi ang inaasahan ko. So syempre ideas ko, but I use tools so that nakaka-save ako ng time and energy. So that ang importante, if you do less, ano mangyayari? Makaka-focus ka dun talaga sa mga essential things. Makaka-conserve ka ng energy, mape-prevent mo yung overwhelm. So, ano yung mga personal examples ko? Yan, ng do less. Ayan, nandyan din. Oh, grabe no. Number one, yan. Do less ng social media. Yung scrolling, ikaw, ilang oras yung nakokonsumo sa pag-scroll sa social media, right? So, kailangan aware ka. Ay, grabe, no? Kaya pala, everyday, nakaka 30 minutes to 1 hour ako sa social media. Aware ka dapat niyan. So, ibig sabihin, sabihin na lang natin na 1 hour. Asan yung calculator ko? Kung 1 hour ka na nagso-social media, times 365 days, that's 365 hours. O grabe, ilang libro na yung natapos mo niyan, o nakailang hours of exercise ka na dyan, o nakailang hours of quality time ka na dyan. Kung binawasan mo yung pag social media mo. So ano pa ang do less ko? Do less TV. So ako, ang maximum ko every week ay 1 TV time. Pero yan, intentional yan kasi dyan ako nakikipag-date sa asawa ko. Ang average person, by the time they're 60 years old, they've spent about 15 years of their life sitting in front of a TV. So sayang naman, di ba? So yan, ako imbis na nasa social media o nasa panonood ng TV yung oras ko, I have more time to sleep. I have more time for reading books. I have more time for clearing my mind. Ano pa, I do less ng mga meetings. Ang mga meetings ko as much as possible, mas maiksi and hindi ako umuoo sa lahat ng meetings. Ina-assess ko muna, right? Ano yung priorities ko? Pwede naman siguro na hindi ako umattend ng meeting na yan o ng event na yan. Right? So listen to yourself. Listen to your kumbaga your gut feeling. Oh, syempre may mga meetings na talagang kailangan nandyan ka, pero hindi lahat dapat nandyan ka. Okay, ano pa? For me, studying kasi mahilig kasi ako sa personal development. Pero pag hindi ako naging intentional dito, naku, yun na lang ang gagawin ko araw-araw. Study, study, study. So because I do less of studying, I have more time for action. Same with planning. Kailangan lahat systematic, lahat organized, lahat nakasulat, lahat may workflow. Kung yan na lang ang ginawa ko kaka-planning, nakatatlong oras na ako kaka-planning, tapos after a few days papalitan yung plan, naubos na yung oras ko kaka-planning. So, tama na sa akin ang simple plan and then execute. Action na. Okay, so ikaw, gaano ka katagal nagpa-planning, nag-aaral, o yung pala, yun na yung nagiging excuse mo to procrastinate. Time for action na. And then ano pa yung dinulas ko? Perfectionism. Actually, ineliminate ko na yan. Kasi good enough is good enough. Ikaw, gaano ka katagal nagpe-perfect ng mga bagay-bagay before you decide na okay, sige, okay na to, yung post na to, okay na yan. Baka ilang beses ka kaka-review, ilang pung beses mo na binasa yung caption mo, ilang pung beses mo na inedit yung isang reel, o, di ba? Ang tagal-tagal mo lalo bago maka-produce ng outcome, right? O ang tagal mo mag-review. O, ako pag ni-review ko yung work ng VA ko, isang pasada, okay na yon. I don't expect perfection kasi nga good enough is good enough. And the more that you do it, hindi mo kailangang mag-spend ng several hours to perfect it. But you focus on what? Doing, improving. Ano mangyari sa'yo? Diyan ka lalong mas gumagaling. Diyan mo na ma-master yung skill. Diyan mo na kukuha yung confidence. Not from perfectionism. Di ba? Kasi pag perfectionist ka, ano mangyayari? Lalong ang tagal-tagal mo bago matapos ang isang bagay. Lalo kang matagal maging expert dyan. Right? Ang tagal mo ma-accumulate yung skill at confidence lalo. So yun, uh, delete, delegate, do less, and the last one is delay. O yan. So ano yung mga ipopostpone mo? Yan yung mga tasks and goals na hindi naman talaga essential ngayon. So ako may mga nakalista ako dyan sa delay. So sabi ko, delay yung isa na namang course, executive coaching, business coaching, tsaka in ICF accreditation, International Coaching Federation. So although I'm a member of ICF, I don't feel that there's an urgent need for me to be accredited. Diba? Kasi baka mamaya, kung aralin ko na naman tong mga yan at i-pursue ko na naman to, o di lalo akong walang time and energy for what truly matters now. Ano yung mas magkakaroon ng impact for me and for the people I serve? So ikaw, ano yung mga pwede mo nang i-delay? Kasi kung ang dami-dami mong mga plano, mga goals na dapat ito lahat ma-achieve ko ngayong taon or ngayong buwan, sa kakaisip mo pa lang yan, na-overwhelm ka na. Na baka pwede naman na i-delay mo yan para yung focus mo, yung energy mo, nakafocus talaga sa mga ito yung dapat kong gawin ngayon. Right? So, ano yung mga pwede mong i-delay? Di mo naman sinasabing no forever, not for now. Not for now muna. Okay? Kasi pag iyan, naging habit mo yan, yung pag 4D, kaya naging habit mo. In my case, habit ko na yan kasi I have 4D every month. Okay, ano yung mga pwede kong i-4D? Tapos every quarter and every year. Yan yung mga session ko with myself. I do plan, do review. Nire-review ko yung naganap. And then I plan kung ano yung mga gagawin ko. Nandiyan na din yung what to delete, delegate, do less, and delay. Alright? And then I do. Okay? So kapag ganyan ang sistema mo, you become focused, you become strategic. Hindi yung tipong kung anong iba to sa'yo, yun na yung ifo-focus mo. And you become aligned with what truly matters to you, aligned with what inspires you. At yan yung maganda, di ba? Kasi it gives you energy. It gives you energy because you are doing what you love and you're going after what truly matters to you. Right? Yung tipong araw-araw babangon ka, inspired ka, "Ay, yes, gagawin ko na naman yung mga gusto kong gawin." Oh, yun yung maganda. Yan, malamang kapag yan naging habit mo na, ano na yung mga behaviors mo, ini-schedule mo, nagta-time block ka para doon sa mga important tasks mo. Tapos talaga, ini-eliminate mo yung mga distractions. So in my case, ako, I have a system. Oh, di ba, alam niyo naman, systematic ako, no? Kasi kung hindi, wasak, scattered, walang focus. So I have a system for eliminating distractions, a system for getting things done. And then, iyan, ikaw, dinedelegate mo na din eventually yung mga low impact tasks at yung mga iba pang tasks na pwede namang gawin ng ibang tao. And then, pag ganun, naging habit mo na din yung ang pag-review and pag-adjust ng schedule mo and ng system mo para align ka lagi sa core goals mo. Nagpa-plan do review ka na din regularly. Oh, so kumbaga meron kang system para ikaw meron kang deep work, meron kang focus sa mga essential na bagay. Right? So ano ang benefits nito? Ang dami, nai-enhance ang productivity mo. So mas mabilis mo din ma-achieve yung key goals mo sa health, sa happiness mo, relationships, sa work mo, sa business mo. Mas mabilis. Kasi mas marami kang oras and energy for the high value tasks. And dahil nga meron ka ding oras para sa self-care, personal development, family, nare-reduce yung stress, nare-reduce yung burnout. So in short, talagang very, very important itong letting go to let in. Di ba? So ito yung makakabigay sa iyo ng sense of fulfillment every day, a sense of control, both in your personal life and your professional life. Right? So in my personal life, habi ko, grabe, kung walang 4D, hanggang ngayon siguro burned out pa din ako, parang walang direksyon. So ngayon, dahil habit ko na siya, ayan, yun nga, pati sa whiteboard ko, may reminders kung ano yung mga 4D ko. I have more space in my life and work. I'm able to do what I love and I'm able to do what I do best. And that inspires me and nourishes me. Ayan, so my time for self-care, my time for family, I'm able to live life fully. Na-experience yung simple joys of life dahil hindi nalulunod ng walang katapusang trabaho. And I want you to experience that as well. Having space around me, having space in what I do, having space within me. Because for me, that's what life should be. Hindi yung tipong puro kabisihan, tas walang time to breathe, walang time to enjoy the simple things in life. So yan, palitan na natin yung belief na I have to do everything. I have to say yes to everything. Palitan na natin yan na I choose to let go of what doesn't matter. So I can say yes to what truly matters and what drives my success, my happiness, and my health. O, di ba? And ako, isa sa mga motto ko, by doing less, I can achieve more. At nakita ko talaga yan na totoo yan. So, you have a choice. Will you continue to get caught up in an endless to-do list and constantly saying yes to everything and to every request? Or will you embrace 4D? Will you delete, delegate, do less, and delay so you can make more space for what truly matters? And I hope na ang piliin mo ay yung mag-start ka na din mag 4D. Right? And if you need more clarity in what truly matters to you, or if you want to let go of certain beliefs na yun yung nagpupush sa'yo na mag-overcommit, or nahihirapan kang mag-let go, may mga fears ka pa, what will happen if I let go of this, if I let go of that, if I say no to this? Baka meron kang mga self-sabotaging habits of people pleasing, or you want to find out how you can make this a reality in your life, yung mga tinuro ko sa'yo, how can you make more space in your life so that you can make room for what's important? Book your free coaching consultation para pag-usapan natin what you want to change, what you want to improve, what you want to achieve, what's holding you back, and discuss how coaching can help. See you soon. If you enjoy the episode, share it with someone who might need it. And subscribe or leave a review. It will really help spread the message. And if you're ready to have more time and energy for what truly matters to you, grab a free copy of the Teach Business Workbook. The link is below. It will guide you through 3 simple steps so you can create more space in your life and work. Until next time, remember, your well-being comes first.